In our countdown to Christmas, I've been sharing traditional Christmas recipes with you. Now, I hope your Christmas puddings are hanging, but this week I'm going to share with you the centrepiece of our family's Christmas table, a beautiful glazed baked ham. Now, how lucky are we in South Australia that we have such produce? Today, I'm going to use this beautiful leg of ham from Skara in the Adelaide Hills because I believe it's so important to support our local producers. Now, when you go to get your ham, make sure it's got a bone in it because that ensures that it's local and not imported. Now, the first thing we need to do is with a sharp knife, score a series of V's along the hock part. Now, with your fingers, slide your fingers underneath and just lift off the top layer of fat. But don't throw that away because that's a very useful insulation for unfinished bits of ham. And you can see how that leaves that lovely shape. To go with our South Australian ham, I've got a lovely South Australian glaze, Beerenberg red currant jelly and their seeded mustard. I'm going to put in 3/4 cup of brown sugar, the juice of 1 orange and some cardamom. Cardamom goes so well with orange. Keep that over a medium heat until the sugar dissolves. If you find this glaze too sweet, you can put a dash of white wine vinegar in, but I love it just the way it is. Now you need a brush and brush that glaze over the ham, just like that. Just paint it on liberally, but leave a lot more because you need to baste it every 20 minutes. To get this striking effect for presentation, I'm going to use beautiful Riverland oranges. Now, what we need to do is pop them on and use some cloves to anchor them into the pork and overlap them a little bit. The cloves should hold them in nicely, but sometimes you might need a toothpick just to secure them a bit better. This may seem quite laborious, but it's well worth it in the end. Almost done. Just the last one here, and you can see I have had to use a couple of toothpicks. Just remember how many you've put in and make sure they're all out before you serve it. There we go. Now, I've lined my tin with alfoil and baking paper, and I'm going to pour in about a cup of water. That's so the glaze doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan and make a terrible mess for you to clean up. Now, another quick basting with our glaze. Make sure all the oranges are well covered, and then into the oven at 170 for 2 hours. Now, make sure you've got your brush and your glaze handy because every 20 minutes you need to open the oven door and give it a good basting. And for the final flourish, I like to serve my baked ham with some South Australian dried fruit that I've plumped up with some water and a splash of brandy. Absolutely stunning. Now, you can download this recipe from our website, and don't forget, in this month's Essay Life magazine, I've solved your Christmas lunch dilemmas with a stress-free menu with all the trimmings.